Good morning, people. What is going on? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. It is Thursday the 20th of October, 9:15 in the AM. Look at that bad boy of a whip. So me and Ellie have rented this car for the whole time we're here, which is very, very cheap to rent and cheap to fill up. That bad boy cost us £19 to fill up. £19. Is that a joke or is that a joke? I know it's probably not the biggest tank in the world, but anyway, very, very good. Today we're at Binoose once again. I'm in the car park at the moment. Binoose is just behind me over there. We're gonna be training back today with a very special guest. And this is gonna be the first collab of the Dubai trip, hopefully more to come. We're gonna be training with Harley Judge today, people. This is him right here. He was actually on Love Island back in 2017. I think it was 2017, before I was. So I was on the 2018, he was on the 2017. But since that, he has just grown into an absolute massive geezer. He's fucking huge, and I'm sure today is gonna be a tough session, but I'm all about it. Yesterday's push session that I did on my Instagram, I put it on stories, was a very good session, probably one of the best push sessions I've done in a very long time, especially since being off prep. Obviously you've got more energy, and I feel it today. My chest is in bits. This outfit is a vibe, by the way. These are the brand new elements, the whole jacket as well, the whole tracksuit, but it goes very well with this Alphaland exclusive tee because it's blue here and it matches that blue, which is very, very good. So this whole outfit, guys, you guys can see this. If you want more information about all the Elements clothing that's just launched a couple of days ago even, sorry, I did do a full YouTube try on haul, which is on my YouTube. It's this video right here. Go and check it out if you haven't already. It'll help you with the sizes and my favorite bits from the launch. I'm not normally a massive fan of blue, but this color blue is an absolute vibe. You guys can see that in the sun. I think you can see it. I can't really see what I'm filming. But the grey, the oyster grey, is probably my favorite color out of the lot. This is very, very cool. Good fit. I wear an extra large on the top and a medium in the bottoms. Go check it out. Code Kieran, save you 10%. So back day today, it's gonna be a good one. He's gonna kill me. Let's get it. Right, so just done like 20 minutes cardio there, which is actually pretty good. Normally I wouldn't do cardio until after your training. You wanna make sure you've got enough energy to give the most you can to your resistance training. However, I was waiting for Harley for 20 minutes, so I just did a 20-minute walk, super slow. It's not burning many calories. It's not gonna take away any of my energy. It's just getting the body moving. I have been doing an hour cardio every single morning since I've been here in Dubai. This morning I didn't, however, do that because I come to the gym slightly earlier. We didn't go to bed until late last night either because we went out for dinner, so I didn't get up silly early and go for a walk because I just thought my body needed a little bit of rest. Anyway, I've done 20 minutes there, not killed me or anything like that. We're now gonna go and see if Harley's here, and we're gonna go and hit this back session. On this screens right here, it's just been showing so many mad physiques, obviously well out of like the league I ever want to get to. Like, you know, you're talking Ronnie Coleman's, Arnold Schwarzeneggers, people like that, people I've never even heard of before, and the backs have been popped up on the screen, so it's given me motivation to go and hit this session and start the fucking growing process. Let's get it. Right guys, we are training back with first up. We are starting with sort of like an upper back row. I normally start my sessions with a lat pull down, but Harley was like, look, I'm gonna start it with this, and that's why I like training with other people, because you do stuff you don't normally do, and you train a lot harder. Like, I'm gonna be lifting weights that I probably wouldn't be doing if I was training on my own, so it's gonna be a good one.
You're gonna try 205?
Try 205, see how we get on. Come on. How was that? Right guys, moving on, second exercise. So we only did, what did we do? 2 working sets on the first exercise, and Harley was like, you'll know why soon. So we're going into this one here. This is a Panatta single arm lat pull down. Weight plated, so as you can see the weights coming up as he's going down. It's not the best movement. There was another one in there that we wanted to just get on, but it was busy. But it's always good to incorporate a single arm movement when training any body part, to be honest with you, but especially back. Often when you're injured or injuries occur, it's normally because of imbalances of muscles along the way. Doing unilateral stuff, at the end of the day, you're only as good as your weak side, so it's always a good thing, all right? So do unilateral stuff. Isn't that right, Harley?
It is. Have you said always start with your weaker arm?
I didn't say that, but that's a good point.
Weaker arm and match reps with your stronger arm.
Yeah.
And take out the imbalances.
You're only as good as the weak side.
Right.
So what you just said there, always start with your weaker arm. I've just started with my strongest. So let's see how we get on. So 10 reps on that side. Let's hope we can get 10 out of this. Biggest tip as well, straps. Absolute game changer. I've only started recently using these last sort of 2 or 3 months. And the amount of weight you can push or, pull with straps is obviously going to help grow whatever body part you're using. So get yourself some straps, lads.
Right, there's been a power cut, guys, but to be honest with you, the lighting's actually better. You look twice as shredded now. Right, we've dropped the weight slightly. We've taken, oh, power's back on. We're taking a 20 off, put the 10 back on. 15 reps here. Let's go.
Okay, so I've just got Kieran to shift his body position. So I've got him to sit further forward on the seat, so his chest is pinned up against the pad. And then what he's going to do here, he's going to drive into the lower lat, obviously focusing more into this portion. As you noticed before, his body positioning was slightly back, which is obviously going to be putting the tension a little bit more through his spine.
Okay, moving on. Try and keep these sort of explanation stuff quite short because I don't want this video to be too long. But moving on to a cable row here like this. Now, if you guys are on my academy, if you haven't, make sure you go and check it out. I'll put some screen recordings right here and show you like what's involved with your training program, nutrition plan, and everything else. You'll know one of my favourite exercises within the academy is a cable row with a bench. Now, I tend to do my own version of this where I'm kneeling on the bench. I'll try and get a video. I'll tell you what, I'll get a video and put up here. So this is the version that I would normally do. But here we're doing this one right here. Single arm again, cable rows, absolute money for growing that lower back, that bottom part of the lat, and getting that sort of V taper, if you like, coming in nice and sharp. Love this one. Let's get it. Wowzers, people, that is the training session in the bag. Unfortunately, Harley had to leave halfway through the workout through some personal reasons to do with his girlfriend. So yeah, not ideal, but obviously those things are more important than training. So he had to leave, so I couldn't get any footage after that. No, boss. What was it called? Oh, it's here. Little Chevrolet thing here. Right, let me get in the car first because these boys are rushing me out because the car park's full. 2 seconds. Right, so guys, the car park is absolutely crazy. So I have to quickly pay and then we can get on the road. But anyway, yeah, Harley had to leave halfway through the workout, which is not cool. But anyway, we got a decent amount done, to be fair, before we left. Let me just pay for this, 2 seconds. Thanks, boss. We got a decent amount of work done anyway. Like, obviously we're doing heavy weight, so to be honest, probably better for that sort of training that we're not doing like super high volume. It's just kind of like more load, more time and attention, less sets, less reps, just more weight, which I quite like that training at the minute, and that's what I'm doing to sort of in order to grow. I'm gonna go and pick Ellie up now, and then I'll head back to the apartment. Once I'm there, I'll speak to you more about the workout, what we've done and why we did it.
In 300 meters, continue straight.
We have parked. We found a place to park. Ellie is down here somewhere having some breakfast with a friend of hers that lives out here in Dubai. So I'm gonna go and find them now and hopefully I can get some coffee. I've been craving a really good coffee, like a really good one. I've been having just black coffees in the morning, back on that grind, but I want a really good coffee, like with maybe a bit of oat milk, frothy oat milk or something, and a couple of sweeteners, or maybe just a black with a couple of sweeteners. I don't know. That's how I feel getting there, but I do like having a coffee after training. I know I probably shouldn't because I've already had enough caffeine into me, but we're gonna go for it anyway, so let's go and find where she is.
That's all I do. Otherwise, if I have more, I'll literally be like, anxious. Yeah. Lockdown was
Found the girls. They've been chatting for hours and they're still going to be here for another couple of hours. So I've ordered some breakfast. I've ordered the sourdough, avocado sourdough with 2 poached eggs. Not my usual post-workout meal, because normally post-workout I don't want much fat, but we're rolling with it today and I fancy an avocado, so we're going for it. Right, here we go. Smashed avo, quite a lot of avocado. Quite a lot of avocado, 2 eggs, got some lime, got black coffee. That smells very, very strong. Checking out my fantasy football because see how we did today, or last night. We've still got some players to play. Arsenal aren't playing, neither is City, so we've got Harley on the bench. If you're a football fan, you'll know he's been doing well. Anyway, this is going in, that is going in. Catch up with you guys when we get back home. Breakfast, I say breakfast, what's the time now?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. I had a breakfast food at lunchtime, but we all know that breakfast food is the best food, right, Al?
Yeah.
Always.
day.
I could eat breakfast food at any time of the day. Like I said there, I probably shouldn't have had the avocado and the eggs because it's too much fat post-workout. If you don't know why, fat slows down the absorption of proteins, which obviously will not help the recovery process. But we're all good. We're gonna make sure we get enough protein into our systems today when we get back. Ellie, you cooking me dinner tonight?
Yeah, I was gonna make
Ellie's gonna cook me a nice dinner tonight.
sticky chicken
Sticky chicken.
and rice.
Rice and broccoli.
No. Actually, maybe.
We've got broccoli, so we need to eat that up. But obviously yesterday we went out to Cheesecake Factory, so we definitely both overate yesterday, didn't we, Al?
Yeah, I tried not to, but then you were like, let's get cheesecake.
No, I was not. I didn't even eat the cheesecake. I don't even like cheesecake. Harley said we should have got the carrot cake. He said it's the best.
Oh.
Anyway, so we definitely overate. We don't believe the calories on the menu. Yes, of course, it's going to be very calorific.
Yours, I can 100% believe.
Yeah, to be fair, I had, what was it? Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, really fancy chicken pasta with that white sauce. It was very big. The plate size was extortionate. I'll put a picture up on the screen of how big the bowl was. It just didn't need to be that big. Obviously I ate it because I paid for it. I'm a big guy and I like food. But I just didn't need it. But that whole dish was it 2,200 calories?
Yeah.
Just,
I don't understand
just
how mine was
outrageous.
1,500.
Yeah, she had some beef or steak tacos, right? Steak tacos, 3 or 4 little tacos, you know, some salsa, a bit of avocado, beans, oh, wrong car. And hers reckons it was what? 1,200 calories. It just couldn't have been. But anyway, it's dark now. We'll see you guys at home. How many times a day do you reckon you look in the mirror?
Not a minute, because I've gone and cut bastard off.
You look tan to shit. What have you been using? Can I have some? Nice. Finally back in the crib, people. I am gonna have a bowl of the best cereal in the world. So I don't understand why cereal in the UK has gone to shit. Like, I know you can buy like most of the cereals now from like places like B&M. And by the way, people don't know what B&M is. B&M is like a home store, like superstore, whatever you call it. They're dotted around everywhere in the UK. I think there's like over 380 different stores in the UK. So you can get like all the American cereals for a little bit cheaper than like, you know, buying it on Amazon or whatever. But I remember as a kid having these Fruit Loops. That was like my main, not the unicorn version. I don't know what this unicorn version is, but I'm digging that unicorn version. And I remember having them as a kid, and now you can't get them in the UK. Although Kellogg's, these are a Kellogg's version, and Kellogg's have now started to do them in like Tesco, so it's all good. I'm gonna have about 60-70 grams that I need. I feel like I need some sugars and simple carbs after training. It just helps me recover and feel more alive, spike those insulin levels back up. I've got a lot of work to do. I've been out of the house for quite some time, so I've got to sit down, do a bit of laptop work, a bit of admin stuff, a couple of client calls, and then I shall probably come back to you guys, wrap up the video there. I don't want to keep this one a long one. Me and Harley spoke quite a bit during the training that we did do, and I hope you guys got something from that. Let us know in the comments section below if you did. Right guys, so it has been, what? Few hours since getting home, but me and Ellie had a lot of work to catch up on because we were out for quite some time. I'm actually just watching Chris Bumstead train legs. But yeah, today's session was a very, very good one, and one thing I've changed a lot recently, let me just pause this. My training has changed. So like I said, I've programmed myself my K&A app that I've got, guys, just to sort of, so I can keep track of what I'm doing. I've never had a logbook, I don't do that sort of stuff, but it is very good to sort of track what you're doing. I roughly know, I could probably tell you what I did last week on leg press, what I did last week on chest press and things like that. But I also think it's very good to write it all down just so it stays into your head a lot longer. And I really want to start progressing in my weights now, bringing the reps down and upping those weights there where I can. Obviously training on your own, it's actually very difficult to kind of actually progress in weight because one, you don't want to be a dick and start pressing silly amounts of weights if something does go wrong. And also, say for instance like an incline dumbbell chest press, like I did the 50s the other day and that was okay, 3 sets of 8, getting them up, and that was absolutely fine. But if I was to do 55s or 60s, I could probably do 4 or 5 reps on the 60s, but I wouldn't be able to get them up without potentially causing injury to my shoulder. So for me, it's just the amount of risk there is involved in getting an injury in doing that. The benefit of actually doing it is not worth the risk of getting injured, because then you'll be out for a little while. So when you have got a training partner, it is much better to obviously up the weights where you can, even more so get a spotter as well. Other things where like you can up the weights, such as machinery stuff, Smith machine stuff, all those types of things where it's safe to up the weight that you can do on your own, absolutely do so. So that was good. And obviously training with Harley today, he's a big fella, he's a very, very strong guy, and I obviously just tried a lot of the weights that he was doing anyway. Yes, I can do them with good form up to a certain number of reps, and that's okay. Like say if he was doing 12, 15 reps, I dropped it to like 8 or 10. I'm happy hitting those numbers with the weight that he was doing, and that was pretty good. The workout did get cut short. I did do a little bit afterwards, which I tried filming. I stood up this, you saw the last one where I did single arm bent over row. Same thing, you can do stuff like that. You can do as much weight as you can on your own, because you don't need a spotter by doing a single arm dumbbell row. But for things like shoulder press, chest press, bench press, you're going to need a spotter. I ended up finishing up with a few bicep curls, seated hammers, and I ended up doing some shrugs as well. Overall, a very, very good session. The last 2 days have probably been my best sessions since being out in Dubai. Loved it, loved being in the gym. Just watching Chris Bumpster train right now makes me want to go back there and do legs. It's crazy. And the motivation right now from me is super high. Like, I'm really enjoying my training, loving the nutrition that I'm eating right now. I'm back on it. I'm back on it. Started to see some shape again over the last sort of couple of, well, maybe last week or so really. Shoulders are popping out a bit more, my chest is getting more fuller, triceps feel more pumped, and my lats after today's session felt fucking huge. So really, really good. Right, I'm gonna wrap this video up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be more collabs coming very, very soon, so stay tuned. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment below who you want to see me collab with, and I shall see you guys in the next one.